Well, hey, you guys, welcome to this Minute with Mama. What a week we have had. Oh my goodness. It just I feel like I can't keep up with it all, to be honest with you. And watching this USAID, USAID thing unfold has been fascinating to me. It's incredible and also like disgusting to see all of the waste and abuse that has taken place within our government using our tax dollars. When we have veterans on the streets, we have people that are really struggling to get by, and we are making comic books, transgender comic books for Peru. It's insanity. Make it stop. Did I say welcome to this Minute with Mama? I don't know if I did. I don't know. It's been so busy. Personal news with me, and kind of exciting. Oh, my little family is getting a new puppy today. It's a little rescue, small dog. They think it's a Maltipoo, but they don't really know. It looks like one, so we'll see. My biggest concern is, of course, we already have a dog, Ringo. You guys might have seen him on videos or Instagram posts. My concern is like, how are they going to interact? I don't know. So of course that's running through my mind. Like, what are they going to like each other? Are they going to hate each other? I mean, I know it'll be an adjustment, but I'm thinking about it a lot. And then also, I like just how you get a dog to kind of adjust to your lifestyle, right? So things are smooth now, but they probably won't be this afternoon for a little while. Especially like when I think about shooting a video. With me, I could be in the grocery store and an idea will hit me and I'm like, I gotta get home and shoot this. Or I can be in the middle of a conversation. I'm like, okay, I gotta go shoot this. Or just home and something hits me and I start shooting. And so I know a puppy will throw that off. So just bear with me. If I seem a little frazzled over the next couple weeks, it's because we have a new little guy in our home. But my daughters have wanted this forever. I have my two girls, 9 and 11, have been asking for a small dog for forever. And so we're just doing it. We're just jumping in. And I was thinking about it last night with my husband. I was like, but what happens if this happens? And he's like, stop. He's like, we already made the decision. We're going with it. It'll be an adjustment. You'll be fine. So that's what's going on my end. I do want to address one thing, and I'll probably talk more about this tomorrow on my stream if I'm not up all night with a puppy. Okay, so Trump this week in a press conference with Netanyahu, he just dropped a huge just bit of information saying that the United States is going to take over the Gaza Strip. And there's so many different thoughts that are running through my head right now. First of all, like from America point of view, and first point of view, I'm thinking, how does this put America first? Now I know it calms that region down maybe with our troops there, but I don't really want our troops gone. I want them protecting our borders and more of a focus on America and American sovereignty. But I know that you've got this wild card Iran out there that is close to getting nuclear weapons. So our troops being there, do they protect Israel, who is our ally? And I don't know what it looks like, you guys. I've been thinking about it a lot. I don't know. And then I read this morning, and I have to really look into this. I think it's Ireland and one other country. Ireland and one other country is being told that they have to resettle these people that are in the Gaza Strip. They have to resettle the Palestinians. Let me find out exactly. I'll tell you guys. It was Israel. Hold on. This is so unprepared of me. Oh my gosh. Spain and Ireland are going to be told they must take displaced Palestinians from Gaza, says the Israeli defense minister. Now, I don't know how you feel if you're Spain or Israel. You're like, what? Why? And the culture is so different than Middle Eastern culture, and so now they're telling other countries they have to take them, and so I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like it. And I don't think this really puts America first. I want to focus on America right now. And then there's this whole spiritual side to it. So there's this whole spiritual component, and I'm a very strong believer in biblical prophecy. There's parts of the Bible that have been fulfilled. There's parts of the Bible that have not yet been fulfilled. And a big part of, the Bible is all about, like, it's all a story of, like, God's covenant with Israel, when you really start to dive into it and see it in a deeper kind of way. And Ezekiel 37 and 38, a lot of this has not been fulfilled. It was spoken by the prophet Ezekiel, and a lot of it has been fulfilled. About in Ezekiel 37, it talks about God bringing his people, the Jewish people, back to their land, and we saw that in 1948. But then it also says, and I'll tell you this, it says, and I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all, and they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore. And what we kind of see is two kingdoms right now, with the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip. When you study in Genesis 15, and it lays out the land of Israel, it's way bigger than Israel right now. And so I'm wondering, are we going to see an expansion of Israel? If so, then this is fulfilling that prophecy. It's also, it says that the two kingdoms that have been divided will be then united. And then it talks about a king. That is actually in reference to the millennial kingdom, which is once Jesus returns. There's 1,000-year reign, and David will reign from Jerusalem, and Jesus will actually reign throughout all the world. And this is unfulfilled right now. And then it goes on to talk about a war that takes place in Ezekiel 38, and there's kind of a unification between, like, Libya and Syria and Russia and I believe Iran, and one other one, countries that rise up and actually attack Israel. And before this, Israel is really living in a very peaceful time. And it actually says that Israel, hold on, let me read this to you. In the latter years, thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people against the mountains of Israel, which have always, which have been always waste. And I think of the Gaza Strip there. But it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them. So it talks about a time of just peace and safety. And then actually you see those nations that I mentioned beforehand rise up and attack Israel. So I'm thinking there has to be this time of peace that happens before that. And is America taking over that land going to establish peace? Will there be peace in that region where there are no walls and everyone is getting along? I don't know. I mean, are we entering into that period? And then there's this part of me, like, just as a Christian, that has been I've been praying about Trump. I've been praying about some of the people surrounding him. And some of it I like, and some of it I don't like. But when you really start to pray about it, and I've talked to other people that are way more senior in their walk with God and faith, they said, and my mother actually particularly said this, she said, God will use Christians to bring about what he has spoken. He will bring about what he has spoken by using Christians. And I believe that we were to vote for Trump. I believe that he is called for such a time as this. And we could see him, knowingly or unknowingly, walking out some of this stuff and fulfilling it, or bringing it to the point where it can be fulfilled. And it's fascinating to me. It's fascinating to watch this stuff unfold. I don't know what you guys are thinking. I would love to know your thoughts on Israel and America taking over Gaza, and the resettlement of these Palestinians. I don't believe that countries where they're not culturally similar should be forced to take these Palestinians. I think, I mean, Egypt, other countries, Jordan could, I know that they're in talks with negotiations there. I think it would be a smoother transition for the Palestinians than to go to Ireland. And I think that every country should have a say. I don't think any country should be forced. There should be incentives and benefits in resettling these people. And I my heart goes out to the Palestinian people. I mean, it really does. To have your home, it's always kind of been, like the Bible says, waste there. It's not been a real fertile land. It could be, but it hasn't, because of the constant fighting there that's been taking place. And it goes back to, the Muslim faith and the Jewish faith, and the inability to really come to agreement or get along. And we might see agreement take place here. We might see some of this that has been spoken fulfilled. I don't know. I kind of go back and forth. I'm like, I don't know. I think also when you read biblical prophecy and stuff like that, there's foreshadowing. There's a lot of foreshadowing before the actual, fruition actually comes into place. So it's like a foreshadowing, and then actually fulfillment. So we'll see. But that hit me big. When I heard that, I was like, what? And there's a lot of people that like it. There's a lot of people that don't like it. And there's a lot of people that are just absolutely being quiet on it right now. They're not saying anything. And then there's part of me that is like, is this just a negotiation tactic? Is it not? Is America not going to do this at all? Is it just to get the people over there, the different countries over there, to think differently? And Trump could be doing that as well. It could just be a negotiation tactic, a way to get people to think differently. We'll see. Trump did say, I did read an article that was sent to me the other day. I think it was the Telegraph, that talked about Jared Kushner and Steve Witkoff, Trump's good friend, talking about Gaza and how it's from a real estate perspective, it could be a very beneficial piece of land, prosperous piece of land. And I think Jared Kushner even mentioned resettling the Palestinians. This is about a year ago, and building it up. So I do believe that Kushner's involved behind the scenes on this. I don't know. But I really would like other people to kind of weigh in and let me know your thoughts, because I'm very curious. So, and maybe we'll discuss it more on this stream. I don't know. But I wanted to share with you what I was thinking about it. So I always pick it up from a Christian point of view, where we are in time, and how this all, plays into what Scripture says. So anyways, that's it for me. God bless you all. I'm so thankful for you all. I really am. I'm blessed to have you and your support, and I don't take it for granted. And you keep me going. You encourage me, and I'm grateful for it. So hope you enjoy this minute with Mama, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.